So scenario, you're married with a child.
Yes.
You and your husband and your child go out on your sailboat.
Okay.
The sailboat gets struck. It's sinking.
Yeah.
Who are you going to save? The child or your husband?
Look, I would choose my child's father because we can make more children. This is an impossible choice. You also have to understand that my hierarchy in my life.
I agree.
God, my man,
husband,
my children,
everything else.
And also, I just want to emphasize spouse.
Your baby and your man is in the water.
Yeah.
Your baby look like a baby. Your man look like a grown man. I'm saving my baby. Like, I love my wife, but like I just feel like
what if she's incapacitated? What if she's knocked out?
I feel like she would be mad at me if I saved her.
She would, but she would get over it because now you a single daddy.
As a man, I can't even like go back and be like, oh yeah, I saved my wife. I let the baby die. Who am I gonna go tell that story to?
Everybody.
Like, that sounds crazy.
Let me tell you this. This is why having an integrity point and barometer with self is so important. Because if somebody said to me, you let your kids die and you saved your husband, absolutely. Now, it's not to say that I wouldn't grieve, that I wouldn't be sad. I'd probably ask myself, did I make the right choice? Oh my God, are we ever going to have children again? You know, I'm getting up there in age. Having kids is hard. All of these things are real things, but I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anybody has to say about any decision that I made because I did it and I meant it.
Let's reverse situation. Your husband,
yes.
You love so much.
Yes.
On that boat, and you and the baby.
Yeah.
In the water.
Yeah.
What do you want him to do?
I would want him to save the child, but I would understand why he chose me.
You would be happy with him after he chose you, not the child?
This is such a challenging choice, but ultimately, my husband, I so recklessly trust my husband that in that moment, that's what made sense to him.
You can't,
and I might be mad.
Yeah.
I'm already geriatric. We might never be able to have kids again. And the grieving would be crazy for sure. But if he chose me over our children, there's a reason why. God's not done with me yet. People love the word until it's inconvenient, until there's judgment and bias around it. But when you think biblically, husband and wife should submit unto each other. You come first. You are the home front. You are the union. After God comes my husband. If I got to choose between my parents, whom I love, my mom is my very best friend, and my husband, I'm choosing my husband. And this is the problem. People are confusing marriage with being husband and wife. Those are two very different things.
Say that one more time.
Husband or wife means I am committed to this. I am submitted to the mission. I got you no matter what, under the eyes of God, through sickness and health, through all of the things that may come. That is my husband. Not I got married. Most people are just married, but they'll never experience what it means to be husband or wife. They're weak and they quit and they give up and they say, oh, well, it's just easier if I get divorced. So for me, when I have not a husband, but I have my husband, my God-sent husband, the husband that I have been waiting and praying for. When that is my guy and I make a commitment under God, he's first. I no longer belong to my father. I belong to my husband.
We had to give y'all 30 seconds to process.
Bitch, I didn't need 30 seconds.
Well, no, I want to make sure that they did.
But I know we didn't.
No, not at all.
You's the dummy, bitch.
Here's the thing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished panels of judges. For your consideration and approval, we are the Fags.
Been so long.
Yeah, we've been gone. We so clean. So clean. What you want to do? Make it danger.
One thing I know to be true, your children will always be your children, but that man may not always be your husband.
Oh, Craig, you said something. Bitch, you said something. Craig, you said something. Craig, you said something. Bitch, I wasn't even gonna go that swill. Oh, that HSBC you got you together over there. Bitch, you said something. Oh my God, Craig, can you say that shit again?
Your children will always be your children, but that man may not always be your husband. You know, in the very moment she let that child die, you go about 6, 7, 8 months, a year with that man. Now he fucking somebody else. Now you're not even married anymore. Your children will always be your children.
And he mad at you because you let those children go out there.
He's resentful.
And here's the gag. What y'all really don't understand, that he the one orchestrated the drowning anyway. Get those children out of here now. Get those children out of here. They $1 million a piece. And bitch, you happen to survive.
Who is this woman?
Well, from my understanding, she's not married. She's Dr. She's not Dr. Huxtable.
Clearly.
and we're not, listen, these are her beliefs. And no, we're not doing that. No, we're not.
Go ahead.
Because I was going to say these are her beliefs and we need to allow people to have their beliefs. No, we're not doing it. Not in this administration.
No, we don't have room for this.
No, we're not. No, we don't have room or time for that in this administration because the belief system based off of biblical beliefs have us in the position that we're in now.
Come on.
Because the Christian nationalists have written Project 2025, the one that he said that he didn't know anything about, but they're enacting in every moment and every waking day that we rise up.
They're saying that Project 2025 will be fulfilled by July
of this year,
bitch. They said it will be fulfilled by July.
Are they saying clear the way? Respect to the law.
Respect to the law. Is she still missing? Is she still missing?
Where is she at?
Girl. They ain't turned her loose yet.
Respect for halal. A piece of halal.
Please.
I mean, but men seek those types of women.
Yes. Yeah.
Men pray for that type of woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they usually get that kind of woman.
Yes. There are so many people out there in this world that have thrown their children away. And that type of thinking, I'm not saying that she's that type of woman. So whoever may cut this up and send that to the Dr. Frankenfurter.
What kind of doctor is she?
I don't know. I have a PhD too, girl.
Okay, which PhD you got? Oh, okay.
I'm an orgasmic oralist. I have a PhD in oral studies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can speak many languages.
Uh-huh. I got it. I'm with you.
Orgasmic oralist.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So before y'all chop this up and send this over here to Dr. Frankenfurter, and she starts this stuff, but she's being bullied by a trainee and a punk.
Right.
I'm gonna say that not her in particular,
mm-hmm.
but women who move in that type of mindset and that mind frame
mm-hmm.
tend to ignore their daughters when they're being touched.
By their own boyfriend or husband?
Yes.
Yeah. So the mother's boyfriend or husband may be touching her daughter.
But they tend to
believe the man.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm in the room.
And so what tends to happen is, again, on this show, I know a lot of y'all say that I hate women and black women and all that narrative that y'all got. On this show, we don't center men here.
No, we don't. We do not.
Clearly, there's 3 males in the room and one female presenting transgender woman here, but we don't center men
right
in this room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I say this all the time to all of the women that watch this show. Ladies, love your nigga, fuck your nigga, suck your nigga dick, marry your nigga, but keep that nigga out the center.
Because the truth is, a lot of women will give up their lives once they get into a relationship. They'll give up their dreams, they'll forego their dreams, all of that kind of stuff, their career. But a man is only interested if you're interesting. So if you sit at the house all day when he get home, you ain't got no life outside of him or that relationship, you're boring. A man is only interested if you're interesting. You got your own life, you got shit going on for you.
Women, you are the most, and not to say that men are not important, but you're the most important piece in that house. Yes, that man may go out there, he may do that patriarchal shit,
mm-hmm.
but you keep that house together, you keep the kids in order, or that man couldn't walk a day in your shoes. Unless he respects you and sees you in that position and understands that, unless
right.
It's a difference. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this and I'm going to use it because I don't have children. And I don't want to fuck nobody that make no kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want children right at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. If a man understands that the true leader, the true head of household is the woman, He's just there to protect the head of household. He's just there to protect the head of household. Because if we truly back up and look at it, real solid women are great at keeping books, are great at taking little bits of nothing and stretching it to there's everything, are great at being emotional sponges, are great at keeping things together the way it's supposed to be. Not to take anything away from how it operates. There are men that can't operate, that can't function without a motherfucking woman. Right. That's why he has so many. Because he can't function.
Because it's not always about an inability to be monogamous.
Can you help me with that, Craig?
What?
I'd like to understand.
Well, like to your point, like a man will sometimes have multiple women because what was the point that you just made? A man will have multiple women because what? He can't really keep it together. He don't know how to operate outside of that. So he'll have one woman that does this for him, this woman who does that for him, this woman who does this for him. And a lot of times we seem to think that men have multiple partners because monogamy is not real. Yes, that's the case for some. Some are just not capable of monogamy, but sometimes it's because they need to have different women doing things for them because they're incapable of doing it for themselves.
See, that's why I'm the household and I'm the head of household. I'm male and female simultaneously.
Respect to the law.
Respect to the motherfucking law. Let's pivot a bit. Where you want to go?
Well, go
Dr. Heavenly.
Two of your girlfriends are on the thing today.
So you wanted to go right to Dr. Heavenly?
We can either go to Dr. Heavenly or Shangela. Is that
what happened with? Wait a minute, I don't know. I didn't see anything. What's going on with that?
Girl, you didn't look at your notes?
I didn't.